I'm super glad to be here for the first KubeCon Cloud Native Con we're doing in Japan. I'm also very excited to announce that, as I'm sure some of you are aware, because there's still a bit of a line in registration, we are completely sold out. So congratulations, everyone, for making that happen. It makes it very exciting. A little stressful getting everyone here and through, but hopefully we'll get them through in no time. So thank you again. So excited to be here. You know, we've been coming to Japan for quite a while in CNCF, and you know, this talk really is talking a little bit about some of the growth we've had in the local community here, and also to talk a little bit about CNCF and our kind of 10-year anniversary. We've been around for a decade, and it's always kind of good to look at some of the accomplishments in kind of the short 10 years that we had as an organization. So, you know, we are one of the largest, if not largest, open source foundation organization out there. If you look at the number of contributors, so we have over 287,000 contributors now, which is incredible. We have over 200 projects in CNCF with contributions from 190, I think, two countries. It's pretty amazing to see this growth. This is, to me, as someone who's been in open source for nearly 25 years, it is an amazing amount of change that has happened in the last 10 years in the cloud native community, and all of you here have been part of that journey, so thank you very much. So let's talk a little bit about some data. So we've done some refresh on research reports. You know, there's a little over, you know, there's somewhere between 9 and 10 million cloud native developers, you know, out there. And, you know, if you kind of look at these survey results, it should be pretty obvious to you. Kubernetes is very much well entrenched out there in many, many enterprises. You know, we've surveyed up to 93% usage across our community. And obviously with this crazy new AI boom that we're seeing in the industry, Kubernetes and a lot of CNCF projects are underpinning the AI infrastructure that is powering a lot of these new tools out there. So check out that report. It's great to kind of see the growth that we have in our community. Obviously, we continue to grow the amount of projects we have, contributors, and so on, always continue to grow in a healthy way. But if we kind of, you know, we are in Japan, so might as well talk a little bit about our community here and contributor community here. So if you kind of look at, you know, the list, you know, here, you know, obviously the CNCF was born in you know, North America, and you know, we kind of have a lot of heritage there where the US is doing a good chunk of the contributions, and then you know, after that you have China, Germany, India, UK, Poland, Canada, Spain, and then you have Japan. So quite amazing to have you all in kind of the top 10 contribution list, and this is kind of a recent change too that has kind of percolated over the years. There's a good amount of committers out there, about 930 that are committing to CNCF projects. So awesome to see that, and thank you, and I truly hope this continues to grow over the years. The other cool thing to kind of look at is, you know, Kubernetes is our largest project, and if you kind of look at Kubernetes, Japan's ranked a little higher there. You're 8th out of the top 15 with a little over 58,000 contributions, so much kudos to that, so thank you again. And, you know, honestly, it's hard to thank every contributor that we have in our community here, but I kind of want to highlight at least some of the folks that are doing a bulk of the contributions to you know, Kubernetes. So you know, there's Shu, who I know pretty well, Akihiro, Kohei over there, and always amused with people's kind of GitHub profile images, by the way. But thank you all for your contributions. These were the you know, kind of top 10 folks that were doing the most contributions to Kubernetes based on your GitHub profile. So thank you very much. The other big trend that is, we'll give it a clap, why not? Thank you. So, going too fast here. So the other interesting trend that's happening is, you know, obviously we had our beginnings in North America. What's changing now is, you know, open source and CNCF are truly global organizations, right? A lot of our original projects, you know, obviously started out, you know, Kubernetes started out, you know, Google out in their, you know, office in the Bay Area and Seattle, and we've had a lot of our projects start in similar environments in North America. But what we're seeing now is open source projects kind of being born from different parts of the world. So I counted this may not be fully accurate, but I counted 4 projects that I like to kind of highlight that have Japanese origins or Japanese leadership involved. So Keynote, Containerd, Lima, and Yuki all have heavily Japanese involvement, either being born from here or having leadership here. So this is kind of a trend that we're seeing across CNCF and even the Linux Foundation, where projects now are being born all over the world, whether it's Europe, Japan, China, it's all over. So we're all kind of working together as a community to improve cloud native truly across the world. So that's a very cool thing that I'm noticing, and think that's what I'm excited about. Too many new CNCF projects this year. We probably have 20 plus added this year, but I like to call out 2 particular ones that mean a lot to me. One is OpenTofu recently came into the CNCF. This is a fork of Terraform. It's super cool growing project. It is meant to keep Terraform truly open and freely available, so I highly recommend you check out OpenTofu if you have Terraform in your stack. And then on the AI side, there are so many CNCF projects being used to help AI infrastructure these days, and some kind of clever approaches are being created to help with, how do we leverage all the stuff kind of we built to monitor, microservices and kind of scale these things out. Well, agents and AI workloads, still need to be secured, orchestrated, monitored, and distributed and stored. So ModelPack is a new project that came into the sandbox this month, and this is all about trying to store AI models in container and cloud native registries, which is super cool. So you get to reuse all your infrastructure that you kind of have built around, storing containers and so on, and not have to reinvent everything for the AI world. So super cool efforts, and there's a lot more than that. Don't have time to kind of get through everything today. The other cool thing that I'm happy to announce that we're working on is, like all you aware, we are living in a crazy AI hype cycle / new generation of technology happening. Kubernetes, thankfully, powers a lot of this stuff, and a lot of people are starting to run AI workloads on Kubernetes. And so what we recently have decided to do is, when CNCF started, the whole idea was to build infrastructure that would run on every cloud, every private, public environment, and try to have some baseline compatibility across those. So we want to do the same thing now for AI workloads, and I'm proud to announce that we've just bootstrapped the Kubernetes Certified AI Platform Conformance Program. So this is just getting started. So if you're looking ways to standardize how you do, inference of models, distribution, et cetera, on Kubernetes, please join this effort and help us kind of define this conformance program, because the original Kubernetes conformance program is in over 100 products and projects worldwide. So truly an amazing effort, and one of the kind of best open source conformance programs out there. So that's awesome. The other thing that's happening is platform engineering is kind of a very critical topic that you're going to have some keynotes. Actually, the keynote after mine is going to talk a little bit about that. But we have a new certification that is live called the CNPA, Cloud Native Platform Engineering Associate. It is vendor neutral. It is applicable to a lot of different open source projects, and will truly give you a basis of how to do platform engineering in your company. So highly recommend you check this out. And this is kind of a new effort in CNCF to kind of expand our educational material. I was at an amazing Cloud Native Community Japan meetup last night, where we had Tim Hawkins speak and a variety of people speak from the community. I want to thank all these kind of folks that have been instrumental in CNCJ, truly an amazing community, and I encourage everyone at this event to sign up and join the community and participate. It's been an amazing set of work to kind of truly grow the community in Japan. So thank you, all here, from Masaya, Nakamura-san, Nori-san, it's too many folks to name. Thank you so much for your hard work in kind of growing the community out here. Ambassadors are open, so we have a great ambassador community in Japan. If you want to apply for an ambassador, applications close this month. I highly recommend anyone here involved with scaling out Kubernetes and Cloud Native to go apply and join our ambassador community. We have our educational ambassador program, which is called Kubestronauts, and Japan is one of our fastest growing Kubestronaut communities with 63 Kubestronauts, and The first, both golden and normal CubeStronaut in Japan are Yusuke Taki and Taiki Takasao. So congratulations for you on that important accomplishment of being first in Japan to hit the CubeStronaut and golden CubeStronaut banner. Membership has been growing in Japan too, so I'm very excited to announce that we've 60% our growth in membership the last year or so. Thank you from everyone that has joined and supported the CNCF organization to truly bring cloud native to Japan. I hope to bring more end users into our community from Japan, but truly thank you to the members here, and especially some of our original members, like Fujitsu and Hitachi and NEC, who have been there very much since the beginning. So thank you again for your contributions. So we have some case studies that I'm very excited to announce and publish. The best way to learn about cloud native is to learn how other communities and companies deploy the software. So check out these case studies. We have ones from LY, Hitachi, Preferred Networks, and we had a case study winner for KubeCon Japan from Tokyo Gas. And we have a new case study coming from Hitachi and Mitsubishi soon. So please read these stories, and if your company is using Kubernetes or OpenTelemetry or Prometheus or any CNCF project in a unique way, please share your story. This is how we all learn from each other. That's the beauty about this community, is learning from each other, sharing lessons. So please submit them. We have a great program to do that. So to kind of wrap things up, there are many ways to get involved in our community. You don't only have to contribute code. We have the ability to take contributions for translations to our glossary. You could be part of the CNCJ community and host meetups and events. There are many ways to kind of get involved, and please take a look at the contribute.cncf.io. That should be your first stop-off point to get involved with this community. We have an amazing Slack community with over 100,000 people there, and we have a variety of introductory tools like Flowtributor to kind of get started with your first issue, or even better, do a mentorship. So if you're looking to actually get paid a stipend to contribute to a CNCF project, check out the LFX mentorship program. So other than that, thank you again. I'm truly blessed to be here. It's so happy to kind of see this event sell out. A lot of you may know that we plan KubeCons pretty far out in advance, and when we're planning KubeCon Japan, we're a little bit nervous, all right, is anyone gonna show up? Is this gonna be 500 people in a room? But truly impressive with 1,500 people here sold out. So thank you again for that, and I'm happy to announce that for sure we're gonna be back in Tokyo next year. So there's no There is simply no question. The community here is amazing, enthusiastic. We are very close to finalizing the venue and details, but all I'm going to promise is we're going to have a lot more room, because we actually had to turn away attendees and sponsors. So look forward to more details, and hopefully we can announce something pretty soon in the coming months. So thank you again for coming here, and I don't want to take any more time away from our amazing keynote speakers that are going to actually dive deep on some fun technical topics. So next up, let's kind of get going with the program. So how about we get going? All right, let's go. Hand it off to one of our program co-chairs next. Thank you.